We are the bread and butter of all the information that's been swimming across the internet for crypto news.
If you're gonna screw me, at least pull my hair.
Hell yeah. What you got?
They could start chopping off fingers. They're like, give me your seed phrase, but I don't know it.
Over 2 years, he's made like 17K on Roblox. And he's
What?
Like 12.
You never listen to me, and we must be married. Yeah, well, how much are you investing? $100.
400 to 600,000. The
think it's so
generational signals are now. Now.
You're spread so thin, that's how you get in on Snake. Snake's been my biggest winner.
What is up, my beautiful and lovely people? Owen was giving something new a try. You know what I mean? Can't
Happy
shame.
accident.
Yeah, happy little accidents here. It is cold-er today, so I am in a bigger coat. There's the biscuit Jesus walking in.
He's got a Chick-fil-A. It smells so good.
Chick-fil-A.
There's
Said
something
happy
in
little
there.
accident. That's what my parents nicknamed me.
Chicken of the God. How are you doing, BJ?
I'm here.
You're here.
Based with his back up.
Bathed. What's his back?
Yeah, Bong, brother of Bonk, is up.
Bong, okay.
Yeah.
Hannah had a near hit. She had some meme coin that she was going to get early
Have we
yesterday.
looked at the chart?
Of hers?
Yeah.
Or with?
No, of hers.
Hannah, what's this project that
Just
you
see
were
if
talking
she
about
just got
yesterday?
completely lucky and didn't get it.
Tell me.
DVD.
Well,
DVD?
I'll send it
It's
to
like
you.
DVD loading screen or something.
Hold on. We're looking at it.
There we
Yeah,
are.
give me
We're
the
gonna
link live
pull it
on
up.
Slack it to me. I'll pull it up here. Markets in general. I mean, we kind of feel like, of course, we feel like this every day, but extra geniusy today because one of the biggest winners overnight was Chainlink.
Ooh, the fear and greed's
Let's
down to 63, by the way.
go.
You like that? We've came back down.
Yeah.
We're being more reasonable now. SEI taking the first spot as of now, up 13% over the last 24. Render high up there, basement favorite. Then Chainlink went above 16 momentarily, flirting with $16 a coin right now.
Feel good about that one.
You feel good about that one?
I feel good about that one because, you know, over the weekend I bought a bunch and then I said that I did that on Monday and then boom, look at it now.
Yeah.
Feeling
I bought
good.
Link last night.
You bought some last night too?
I bought Chainlink and Matic. Like,
Okay.
just so randomly.
Wait, Aaron,
Ayo.
Okay.
why is your hat like that? Is that the green candle pushing your hat up from all those gains?
I mean, it's to fit the big brain.
Yeah.
You know what I
too.
mean? He's got a huge head now.
I do have a big head, small brain.
Yeah. Me and Aaron
not
are kind of
small, right?
concerned. We have to do squats right after this.
Yeah.
So I had Hudson gave me this morning. Absolutely delicious. Recommended. I'm going to do these more
It was
often.
amazing. It's actually really
Ginger-
good.
Yeah. Ginger super shot.
Oh, sorry, you wearing a Joy Division shirt?
Enjoy. No, this is Frankie Candles. Yeah.
He ripped off that
Hey.
Joy Division album.
Yeah, did he?
Yes.
This looks more
On
like
purpose.
one of the towers, one of the twin towers to me, but you know, that's just me.
That would be a lot more collapsed if it looked like
He
that.
did some of those, and then he did some Tony Montana.
Tony Montana ones?
Yeah, what's the word?
Scarface. You think it's Scarface?
No,
Yes.
maybe. Did he?
I'm pretty sure that's what
Tony
you're
Montana's
talking
from
about.
Scarface.
I don't know.
I don't know.
educate
Never
you if
mind.
you're
Never
gonna
mind.
be a
Never mind.
gangster.
I know.
never
We
mind.
gotta like have a movie day. You know what I mean? Just to get the culture, like '90s culture. It's
Blockchain
important.
Yes,
basement movie
I'm
day.
down for that for sure. We have
Yeah,
a bunch
we
of
should.
VHS tapes out there. We got Happy Gilmore.
Dude, VHS.
Yeah, if there's a whole bunch.
Shout out to Blockbuster.
Wow.
Yeah. So Bitcoin at large, I'm going to go to the chart here. Not much has happened on it. I do use it as my overall bellwether, but it looks pretty stable, holding above the 42 mark still. As you can see, this is the week kind of shelf that we built up for ourselves. And yeah, honestly, just kind of business as usual. It's honestly, in my opinion, this is a very healthy graph to have at this point in the markets. We are not past the halving yet. That's actually, is it still slated for April? I think it was slated for April 20th, last I checked.
Yeah, unless they somehow clog the blocks and slow it down.
Yeah, what, with ordinal attacks?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fair enough. There's a lot of macro news today. I'm going to do my best not to get banned, but we are going to be addressing something that is...
Hopefully not what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Because I will not say any of that.
I know.
Lord.
I'm going to just, I have my hillbilly theories.
I'm gonna reel you in today then.
You keep me reeled in. We've got some stuff to talk about, though. Van Eck. We were just talking about Van Eck. To delist their Bitcoin strategy ETF, citing performance and investor interest. Kind of weird. So, reading a little bit on this, the asset management firm announced that it plans to close and liquidate its Bitcoin strategy exchange traded fund, its ETF, less than 2 years after it launched. And I do believe this might be the futures. We got to read into this a little bit more and see exactly what it is.
Ziggy.
Yeah, I was
Ziggy's
gonna
up
say,
in here.
speaking of
Whoa!
Ziggy with the 10.
Holy cow,
Thank
man.
you.
Shout out to you. Appreciate you.
If you got a
Shout
membership,
out.
say thank you to Ziggy.
No gifts again. Boosted. I think
Hearts
there's
in
a
the
gift
chat
right
for
there you.
Ziggy.
Yeah,
Guys,
make sure to grab those up. Let's see here. So, VanEck Board of Trustees approved the liquidation and dissolution of Bitcoin Strategy ETF on the CBOE BZX exchange, where it had been listed since November 2021. So it looks like is different than what we've seen over the past weeks. But let's read on. The decision came roughly 7 days after the asset management firm received approval from the US SEC to list shares of its spot ETF. VanEck monitors and evaluates its ETF offerings across a number of factors, including performance, liquidity, assets under management, and investor interest, among others. The decision was made to liquidate the fund based on analysis of these factors and other operational considerations. So this is essentially directly from them. Now that our spot Bitcoin ETF has been approved, we are closing our ETF that invested in Bitcoin futures. So nice and based. Saw this come out as a little bit of a FUD article earlier this morning, and I think it's much healthier for these massive institutions to only be on the spot Bitcoin side. We've seen the absolute garbage and irresponsible monetary policy that they're capable of doing and do on other assets.
You said doo-doo.
Yeah. On the traditional markets, having a house of cards built on futures is just a recipe for disaster. So this is a healthy move, in my opinion. Is VanEck still talking to you, Hannah? Are we going to get VanEck hoodies potentially up in here? Is that what's happening?
Hoodies.
I ordered a VanEck mug. They have like a Yeti mug and then a hat. It says VanEck intern, I believe.
Have you moved on
VanEck
from
intern.
Stanley back to Yeti?
No.
No.
Where is your Stanley Cup?
I left it in my
Just-
mom's car.
So you're not a Stanley Maxi.
I'll get it for you later then.
I bought it because I was like, I'll take care of it, and then I left it in my mom's car. But it's
That's
okay.
the way
We'll
it
get
goes.
it back. We'll get it back.
It's durable.
It's just a
Whatever.
break. We're just taking a break.
Just taking a break. Okay.
We'll get back together.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's healthy for these massive entry points for the behemoths of the current financial institutions to only be able to deal with spot. Now, I know that's not the case, but I think that would be a lot healthier for the market if it was the case. That would be some reasonable regulations instead of the garbage and allowing futures long before spot access, like we've seen with crypto, like we've seen with gold. God, a lot of doo-doos in the chat. Man, that was a big mistake. You know what I mean?
You kind of
Doo-doo.
dropped that one.
I kind of dropped that
You did.
right off in the pool there. So we have this. After 3 days of trading, BlackRock ETF now holds $707 million worth of Bitcoin.
Okay.
This is not the blow your hair back and, oh my gosh, we're never coming back down from this moonshot moment that a lot of people on the Twitterverse thought it would be.
When there's meme coins with higher liquidity than that.
There's meme coins with more liquidity. So this is just the very beginnings of it. It has been interesting to see, this massive amount of volume. I put a note in the basement Discord just about the immense amount of volume that we've seen both in and out of exchanges. I think we also had a big inflow to Coinbase come from Grayscale this morning as well. It's been a way to kind of wake up the day every day, seeing those gigantic inflows over to Coinbase for what you can assume to be selling. But the market's been pretty resilient, pulling back. We had this Jamie Dimon excerpt, and
Lord.
I think we're going to have to play this here.
Oh,
I want
man.
to see what
Was he
this
at
guy...
the WEF
This
again?
guy.
It's on CNBC, but this might be actually...
But is that at the WEF? Because those look like the same shots from
They really
last
do.
year
This
when the
humanizes
XRP
him.
guys
I'm
were
not
there.
gonna lie.
They really do. Let's see if I got sound. Let's do this.
Cryptocurrencies, there are two types. There's a cryptocurrency which might actually do something. Think if a cryptocurrency has an embedded smart contract in it, and then we can use it to buy and sell real estate and move data. That may have value.
The idea of tokenizing.
Tokenizing things that you do something with. And then there's one which does nothing. I call it the pet rock, the Bitcoin or something like that. And so on the Bitcoin, there's first of all, and I'm
Okay. So he just called Bitcoin a pet rock.
Yeah, but he also called Satoshi. What did he say?
He said Satoshi's going to wake up and just create more Bitcoin. Too.
But he didn't say Satoshi. He said like
Satoshi.
There we go.
Satoshi's going to wake up. This is just, I wanted to pull up.
Is that like the Asian Josh 2.0?
Asian Josh 2.0.
Or Tosh, whatever his name is.
This guy was sitting on 54 tons of fake nickel not very long ago. Don't pull us up yet. I'm going to pull up this article. This definitely matters in this context because he's sitting here saying Bitcoin's a fake rock and it's not backed by anything. You're literally sitting on 55 tons of fake nickel. This was reported in March of 2023. It was right around the same time frame that the banking crisis kicked off. And, all of those different sicknesses within the traditional system were shown. And this article came up. JP Morgan Chase thought it owned a 54 metric ton load of nickel sitting in bags in a warehouse in Rotterdam. Instead, it turns out the bags contain nothing more than shiny rocks.
See, this is why doing drugs is good.
Yeah.
Because if he had a drug background, he would have known to test the goods before
so
buying it in
true.
bulk.
Dude, he should have called Hunter Biden in to investigate this a little bit closer. 54 tons.
How do you not check that?
Right. Huge chunk of your bank's holdings, but you know what?
Dude, shout out to whoever pulled that scam off.
I know. It was pretty incredible. That'd be Jamie Dimon. That'd be Jamie Dimon.
Yeah, true.
Yikes for me.
It's so ironic. He's sitting there calling it a pet rock, and he's sitting on 54 tons of fake pet rocks
The Deadwood
simultaneously
says,
within the year.
breathe deep, I farted. It's an adverb, so it's breathe deeply.
Those are always special moments.
Aye.
When you have to sit and think about the fart you just had. You know what I mean? Those are
When it
good
becomes
times.
sentient.
Yeah. So, seeing this guy.
Hopefully not sediment.
Oh, God.
BJ's on one today.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, my
I had the honor of eating lunch next to him today.
No. He's sitting there just basically, calling Bitcoin pet rock, backed by nothing, completely useless. Doesn't want to talk about it. He said, shut up, I don't want to talk about this anymore at this interview. It does look like chat confirmed this was in Davos. No surprise that his greasy self is there. But, the complete hypocrisy that this guy's just eluding, and everyone has a short attention span. They don't remember that gigantic falsehood that they were sitting on not more than a year ago, right in cohesion with the banking crisis, is pretty disgusting. The talking points of these firms like Vanguard came out very against Bitcoin, but the more and more that people reached out to the head of BlackRock, Larry Fink, the more that he kind of opened up the idea to having Bitcoin in its reserves. And honestly, their red investments in ESG probably pushed that envelope as well. So, take this conversation from Jamie Dimon. I think this is bullish. I think that it is just more of the current system and the dinosaur in the room continually pushing back against new technology. And it gives us more time to buy better entry points. Me and Owen been watching that near chart. I looked at it this morning.
Did you ever pull the trigger on anything?
Me and him, we need to make a move here. And I don't want to make small DCAs. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a small little toe in the water type movement.
Yeah.
Take one.
Hey, Ninja Fourth, thanks for the membership. What are you guys giving away?
Well,
Chick-fil-A?
I pay attention to the chat, and Hannah H in the chat said, "Hey BJ, can you hand me a fry?"
Oh my god!
Thank you, Ninja.
Oh my god! He's sending out some love here. Hopefully, you're grabbing one of
What
those.
in the world is going on in this show today?
Yeah,
It's
I know.
chaos. I love
it's
it.
total chaos.
I'm so hungry.
Here's another thing to notice too when these ETFs are moving around. We had this from James Safart. Loving the fact that God fart again with the word. Love the fact that Bitcoin ETF flows are bringing awareness to the ETF administration and accounting standards. The fact that some fund administrators are still sending ETF data on a T1 standard in 2024 is wild. Get it together, guys. They've, some of the more complex systems apparently are on the T0 system. But in essence, how I read this, is you have kind of an archaic design to monetary flow, meeting what is Bitcoin and trying to keep up with the pace that Bitcoin does move at. And that's going to be a little bit of a pain point, a little bit of some development. So, something that comes to my mind that looks like an issue that will probably be solved by some private company that'll come out and smooth line the whole process. Oh my God, there's
DoorDash
Tony
is here.
coming in with a gigantic bag of kava.
Ninja with another
my
gifted
gosh.
membership.
Tony.
Are you going to be mukbanging live on the stream here, Owen? Is that what the plan
If
is?
someone's not eating on
Okay.
this show, I don't want to be part of it.
Okay, that's
Every
fair.
single day.
That's fair enough.
Exactly.
I can't. I don't know how TJ ate chicken salads while running the show.
Bullish.
That's crazy.
He would ask questions and let everyone just rant for a little bit or whatever.
TJ lunch detection system. I would say he's a little bit. We're getting closer to the bull market. He's starting to eat like fancy chicken, fancy,
Okay.
sweet potatoes, things of that nature.
Yeah.
So
Sweet taters.
it's kind of up in the ante. You know what I mean?
I've been staying the same.
You staying the same?
Turkey sandwich.
Are you still getting notes in your lunch?
I do get no. I didn't get one today.
You didn't get one
Oh,
today.
Barrett.
My wife's been
my
writing me
gosh.
notes, and she makes my lunch in the morning. I'm
Is
not
it
complaining.
over? It's over.
It's
No.
over.
It's over.
No,
Where the bull
that's
market's
the
Nah,
cutest
it's
thing
not
ever.
over.
My dad
It's
used
not
to do
over.
that, and that would make my day immediately.
Yeah.
So
Full on
market's
still does it
done.
for me though.
You with the
Yeah,
mom
we're
jokes.
going to be swimming around the charts looking for good entry points. This is on the macro side. We have China. Deaths in China now outnumber births by the largest margin in history after the number of births fell to a record low in 2023. This could be a huge long-term problem for Chinese productivity. I don't think could's an accurate statement. It will. But you can see the deaths rose while the number of births fell to a record in the last year. Not great for your long-term decades outlook for your economy. And here is just a good comparison of U.S. markets versus Chinese markets at the current moment. Absolute slaughter town, not a meme coin. This is the U.S. Stock index, the S&P 500, versus the largest index in China, the Hang Seng. So you can see the difference in what's going on right now. There's probably going to be a pullback. What's that? What did you say?
He's asking if there's sauce.
Owen's
in
taking
there.
phone calls.
Yeah.
You're talking about sauce?
We're trying to talk about the
Owen,
alpha
what
sauce.
This is
fucking
the
world
sauce,
do
yeah.
you live on?
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit. If
This
it's
is
ranch, you
crazy.
eat it. It's here. What?
Speaking about China's population being old, I was just listening to Joe Rogan at the gym the other day.
No, hold on. I'm going to pause you. The deaths do not imply that they're old, by the way. They're just showing
They
generalized
just
deaths.
die. But like the population is older.
Oh, are we going?
No, we're not.
We're
We're
segueing
not.
into
We're
it.
not.
We're
Don't do
segueing
it.
into
Wait,
it.
but the population is
do it.
older. But throughout all of this,
That's
Ukraine.
assumption. You cannot make that assumption from that chart.
Pull my screen, Owen.
Wait!
Right now.
Wait!
No.
Disease it.
No, we're not doing this.
Scientist.
I'm out. Now I'm going to be quiet.
Russia's
I just want to
population
talk
is
about
also old.
Coinbase.
Hold on.
War.
This has something to do with macroeconomics, so I have to
It
go here.
absolutely has a lot to do with
Yes.
macroeconomics.
Contingency plans are being laid out at Davos over the last week for a plan of infectious virus outbreak. The thing that's icky about, I could say, oh, this is just another priming, prepping thing. Like the next pandemic's going to be a series of heart attacks. But the thing that really is sketchy about this is the timing of it. They're timing this right again for the elections. They can build a narrative over the next year. And really,
That's about
really.
how long they've been researching this.
Oh, I know.
Okay, now I got to be
I
quiet.
know. No.
I can't talk anymore.
Okay. So, as a hillbilly, I would probably be pretty good material in a post-apocalyptic world, right? And I can put the mindset into how, I could think like someone behind these levers. And essentially what it feels like is the first round, the jab, opened the door. And the second one, the actual nasty, gets those who took the product. And that's just the path of least resistance. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm no scientist. I'm no, genius, but I have a great sense at sniffing tyranny out. And this timing and the narrative and, the high level kill rate that they're talking about with this situation, it lays out a scenario that ties into their release of CBDCs across the world.
Mm-hmm.
You're tracking everyone's health records. You got to get that.
I
close
talk
up.
about this off stream.
I know. So you get the infrastructure of a CBDC out as you're going into one of the most hotly contested elections for the world superpower that has ever been taken place. And you open up the ability to not only control the electorate process like we've seen over the 4 years ago, but then now you have the ability to literally track their biometric data and control the purchases and movements there within should an uprising arise, right? If people try to stop the absolute control coming, then you have the ability to shut them off and starve them out. We also remember this when Obama signed an order outlining emergency internet controls. A new executive order, this is not news, 2012, addressed how the country deals with internet during natural disasters and security emergencies, but it puts a lot of power into the government's hands. Obama signed an executive order this week of 2012 that gave the government control over the internet. This is known as the Internet Kill Switch.
What
What
was the bill last year where it was a $5,000 fine and 2 years in prison for using a VPN?
Oh,
Bro.
Did we just all forget about
Stop
that?
it. It was the peak of Hannah's paranoia. I was like, they're banning VPNs and we're fucked.
Well, that was when they were trying to come after TikTok, and they were using the the guise of TikTok being like China's super spy system, and then they would come in and have all those controls built in the background. This combination of ingredients is nefarious at the least. The potential for what this next year can bring as far as people are at an all-time high for anxiety and, being pushed to the limits from, being not only dehumanized, but then taken largely out of the job market. If you were a lesser skilled individual, you didn't have some major, essential, abilities, right? That's when my mind really switched. And I realized that there was something much grander and much more nefarious than I gave it credit for. Came into my mind was when they easily and seamlessly separated the population of the United States from essential to non-essential, right? You have the haves and the have-nots. And as I see everything's moved to a digital sphere and the controls and actual movements of military move onto the digital sphere, the potential for this is there. So it is important to keep in mind, take profits when we're in the bull market, change your life actively. It does, it feels good to be a paper millionaire, but it feels even better to have your own land and a bunch of generators and a closet full of iron. I feel great about that. You can't live in a Bitcoin, so take that into account. When we're seeing these massive gains, things are going great right now. There will be, for sure, a bear market come back to Bitcoin. I feel that way. I don't think that this is a super cycle that will just go up and to the right forever. I think that the halving process, the design of Bitcoin's proof of work is going to always have that ebb and flow. But what we have this year may give us a very red, bloody candle day from something similar to what we saw in March of 2020. And I took advantage of that time frame. It changed my life, and I would recommend we all be ready to do the same because the narrative is there, and it's only gotten hotter and heavier as I've seen kind of the pathway for this being laid out. I had to do it. I don't think we got banned. We're still live on YouTube.
You were tame.
I was sweating.
I worded it.
Our conversation outside was very different.
Well, okay.
I'll put the kill switch away. I was holding on in my right hand off camera. So.
Yeah, you were holding the internet kill
Wait,
switch.
I
was
didn't know
holding
your
the
name was
switch.
Alex Bowler.
I've learned to keep it vague enough, but then concise enough to remain on the internet. Just through trial and fire. But I do see that, if you combine the problems that China is having with its economy, you combine all of this yearning from BRICS to have a spot at the world seat, and yet the US dollar dominance and the Navy there within will not back down from that unless it's eviscerated, which I don't think is going to happen. You have conflict and you have extreme red days. Don't forget MAGA token. New Hampshire primary will pump it again. Also, Trump NFT floor. Now 0.25 ETH?
Nice.
What? I'm doing well if that's the case.
There you go.
How many did you get?
I got one. I just got one.
You got one?
I got one, yeah.
I thought you got 10.
I need a gel blaster down here.
Dude, the young ones on set are crazy today. His phone's not silenced.
I know. Yeah, I'm worried
sending
about
letters back and forth. I don't know.
I'm worried. Are you passing notes?
Yeah.
Get a freaking
It's
pigeon
the
at least.
sauce. That's even worse than notes, Hannah. If it's sauce.
Yeah, they keep moving their makeout spot.
Oh my
so they have to be secretive about it.
You can't say that, BJ.
Oh, I can.
The people need to know the mumblings of Owen. That should be like a segment of our show. Apparently some ad hit us. You know, I've seen a Biden ad on our YouTube channel before. That didn't feel great.
That seems like a waste of money.
It is a total waste of money.
I keep getting the ads that are like the AI, like, this is the CEO of blah, blah, blah. We're giving away 100,000.
Solana.
I've seen a Ripple one.
Dude, the Ripple one will not stop. That's a good deepfake too. The Ripple deepfake is getting a lot of people.
The Solana's good too.
Yeah. Let's go into this though. We have basically Coinbase and the SEC setting up for their face-to-face battle
Nice switch
today.
there, Owen.
Here it is. So while motions to dismiss are generally long shot, Coinbase stands a chance in getting the SEC's lawsuit thrown out, at least in part. And I am of the opinion they're actually going to win this lawsuit. There might be some small concessions, but I really think, in essence, this is just highlighting that the hard-sided arguments in court and the motion to dismiss the lawsuit filed last June will be kicking off today, this morning. They're being had. We're going to have follow-up reports I'm sure we'll be covering on ATB with legal experts and crypto fans talking about the exchange having a solid chance at getting its way. And there is a reasonable take on this. I'll
but like, what if it's like a barter where they're like, you have to give up all this customer information and then we'll give you what you want?
They already do KYC.
Yeah, well, not that specifically, but if there's probably going to be a give and take on that trade.
Yeah, maybe like what tokens that they still have in the background that they might have a chance at going after.
Yeah.
If they're very black baggable owners and like clearly gave verbiage that this is going to give you return. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. Coinbase in August argued that the SEC was overstepping as none of these tokens met the classification of a security. Lawyer for the exchange further argued that the regulator had allowed the exchange to go public via direct listing in 2021, an effective seal of approval on Coinbase business of operations. Wednesday's hearing presents an opportunity for both sides to plead their case on presiding judge Catherine Polk-Vela. Is that how you say that? Who could opt to dismiss the case. Faila? Is that it?
Faila. I don't know.
Faila.
If it's in LA or not.
Dude, I should have known that.
I'm not saying I'm right.
I'm close enough from the four corners. I should have known that.
Like fajita.
You know what I mean? Vagina.
Well,
we're going from our
an LA and a J are very different, but anyway.
Well, they're hard. Okay, when you're from the mountains. When you're from the mountains, it gets difficult.
It's polo.
It's polo.
Not pollo, but polo.
Yeah, so I don't think that this is going to be an immediate dismissal like this article's talking about, but I do think that the conversations that Coinbase gave to the SEC when it was first getting its listings together were very, very legally concise. They were written in a manner where it felt like Coinbase knew that these questions would be brought up in the court of law years down the road, and here we are. So that in tandem with being the custodian of the world's largest asset manager and arguably the actual controller and president of the United States, Larry Fink and BlackRock, I think that Coinbase is positioned well in alignment with Circle, who is basically NATO's stablecoin. That's the question in my mind. Am I for a NATO stablecoin?
No.
And then I'd be the other side of the ticket. Are you for a Russian, Chinese-backed, Bitcoin-backed, gold-backed CBDC that will shut you down the same way?
If I have to pick one or the two, I go back with the one that's actually backed by something. But the underlining protocol of being able to censor and blacklist is still the issue.
You get some really bad decisions here. It's like the shit sandwich, a turd nugget or whatever, South Park.
I don't know.
Election. Like maybe we should keep this decentralized.
XRP, welcome to the OG status.
What up, XRP?
Baby.
XRP.
Y'all like Brian Armstrong?
I like Brian.
I
saw a documentary on him.
Did you?
Yeah, I think he's a good guy.
I've seen him really try to make conversation happen on Capitol Hill, which I appreciate. He got stood up in Washington one time. They let him hang it.
He's the Greta Thunberg of crypto. Like,
you think so?
He feels like a stooge to me so hard.
Really?
But I'm just jaded and broken at this point.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard not to be. Right? We try not to.
I'm like a bad Aerosmith song.
You think he's a puppet?
I think he very well could be, but for now I like him.
Yeah.
I mean, still the whole thing that like they end up with an SEC lawsuit, but then are the custodial service. Like those two things don't add up.
I know. And how could they even go
That's
after
like
it?
being on trial for murder, but the judge is gonna hire you to babysit.
Yeah.
It's like,
meanwhile, while your proceedings are going on, why don't you watch my
like
kids?
those things don't quite line up.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it tells me that they're going to win, and this was all just a ruse to keep people uninterested in crypto, so they can just get crushed under fiat. Those are where me and BJ are a little bit too salty, maybe
Or
a little
some
too
company
jaded.
that like BlackRock or some kind of government involvement, basically, like phagocytosis, like basically engulfs Coinbase. So they almost like have to give a certain number of seats to like somebody like BlackRock or the government or somebody
Prometheum.
else. Something like it's just, I don't know. I still don't trust
The Prometheum exchange being allowed before the rest of the market, it was a tiny little exchange. There was no reason why Prometheum belonged on Capitol Hill when these were being discussed a few months ago. Raised a lot of questions, has a lot of Chinese connections for original investors and interested parties. Definitely a conflict of interest as far as national security goes, but they just kind of smoothed over that and kept going. Oh my gosh. Deadwood's talking about your grandma would smack you with those feet on the table.
Oh yeah, well, my grandma's got to somehow smack me from 6 feet under. So
I knew it was coming.
Rip Helen. God, she was such a gangster.
And how many people are watching?
246.
Wait, can I do a very awkward
246.
story?
Smash a like.
That's
Smash a like.
not associated with crypto at all. But
Smash the like if you
about
want a
my
really
grandma.
awkward story. Let's
Hey,
hear it.
Cece,
Here we
love
go.
you.
Yeah.
So I would love to turn this into a movie. So my grandma was a G. Basically, the TLDR during World War II, she was basically as close as you can get to a major that a woman really could have.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up sending her and 4 other women on a mission. They were looking for a specific, we'll say Nancy higher up. And they didn't know how to get to him, but they knew that basically back then they would inoculate soldiers. So they basically did a drop mission, sent my grandma and these other women. They didn't know that there was no extraction. But they went in there and they basically inoculated several thousand Nancy soldiers with lead.
Really?
And then they had to dip out. I like to change the story and pretend like they grabbed a tank. They didn't. I think they just hijacked a Jeep and got the hell out of there. But they basically pretended to be Nancy nurses and then injected an ass ton of soldiers with lead because they were trying to get this one specific guy.
Oh my god.
I'll let you do the math on what happens when you have lead injected into you.
Yeah.
It
it's not
doesn't
great.
immediately get you, but it gets you fast enough that they had to basically get in and get out.
Oh my
That's
god.
heavy.
So yeah, shout out to Helen. She was a G.
Cold-blooded.
Smash the like
Hardcore
button.
Catholic.
Hardcore Catholic too.
Smash the like button.
Wouldn't
You
you
like
be
that story?
afterwards?
That's true.
So,
That's true. Yeah.
There should be a movie about it.
Let's see here. We got a couple other
I've
kind
talked
of
about the story. in
macro
Express. It's
stuff
not.
here. IRS announces that businesses do not need to report the receipt of $10,000 or more in digital assets under the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act until procedural clarity is provided. Giving the public the opportunity to comment on the regulations. We should definitely be doing so. This is going to be a shit show, and I don't think that there's any way that companies could actually respond and fill these forms out and pull this off if they did put this into play. And also, it's just more step on our freedom. Why do we need to be considered dangerous, threats to the state if we're transferring $10,000? That doesn't mean that you are on the bad side of the history books. It doesn't mean that a transactor should be considered a criminal. And not that weird kind of trans actor. I know that I hate how that word, like, what do we call tranny fluid? You know what I mean? Is it like shift neutral juice now? What is neutral
I'm
juice?
saying out of this, I want to say so many hilarious things.
I just don't understand it. You can't take those things from me. I can't rewind. It's like trying to call X Twitter.
I mean,
or
Bob
Twitter
from
X.
accounting will get this. I remember the first time people brought up cis and trans, and I was like, "Oh, we're talking about isomers," and they were like, "The fuck are you talking about?" So basically, when you have a sigma and a pi bond, you have a static bond, and then you can have cis being on the same side or trans on the opposite side.
Okay.
But
see where this is
that's what I thought that meant at first, and I was like, oh, I found a bunch of chemistry nerds.
Oh my god.
That's over my head.
Hannah, you said your car handle was like not moving this morning because of how icy it was.
Outside and tried to get in my car.
You
and
mean the car handle that hasn't worked for months? Sorry, I'm calling you
No,
out on that.
actually, my stepdad fixed it. Shout out Todd.
It sounds like you
Thank
didn't fix
Todd.
it.
I can open my car door now. It's
Bullish.
the best. It's great.
Okay.
I don't have to roll my window down.
There we go. Bob's like, yep.
Look at this. What do
Yeah.
you think of this, Hannah? This is a Tesla. Let's pull this up. Check it out. Maybe you put sound on.
Me. This was me this morning.
Yeah. I mean, this is
Yep, I can relate.
No, I can't
It
even
wasn't
get
I
a
was
bad
enjoying
one.
this, Hannah, when she was like, yeah, I was pouring water on my windshield to melt the ice.
You did?
Like a few weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah, that's not what you do.
That's
I
how you
learned
just
that.
make more ice.
Yeah.
I learned that.
Or you
Bob,
bust
I
your
found
window.
my passport.
Oh, you did?
So he
Yeah.
finally gets it open, and then he's a Nancy, so he can't hold on to the handle.
Just shatter the window.
Let's see here. So he goes around the edges a little bit more, tries pulling it, still hurting his little fingers, and he keeps going. It looks like it's frozen open. So
Damn.
not a great
Wait.
design. Little design flaw there. It froze open.
He was too
and-
busy filming.
Did you find that after I said that this morning?
Actually, I found it before,
No
and then
way.
you said that, and I was like, "Wow, that's such a
crazy.
perfect little segue." Because
I was like,
Do you have what I sent you today?
trying to.
what you said? What'd you say, man?
The Toyota truck. We saw the renders yesterday, but I actually found a video of like in person
I'm
the
not
truck.
logged into Instagram on here.
It's like it's a little bit bigger than a mini truck, but it says it's going for 10 to 13K.
Toyota truck
It's
10K. I've got to look at it again. I mean, it's
I want
just
it.
too good.
I
It's
want
too
this.
good. Oh my god! You showed me the interior of this thing. No screens, no radio. What is this thing called? Future pickup. The IMV0. IMV0. That's what it is. We got to do some. Makes the Corolla feel like a Bentley in comparison.
What's the tone?
What's the tone
I
capacity?
don't
Let's
know.
find out. Let's do this live because this is on my mind. I want a work truck. All right, let's see here.
We love Toyota. This is very
I'm
important.
a Toyota Maxi.
It's very important.
It is because we got to have goals. We got to
His
know what
name
we're
was
getting.
originally Toyota.
Ooh,
Is it really?
Like Yoda.
Duh.
that's
They
decent.
changed the D to a T.
5,500.
Yeah.
That's decent
That's a pretty good towing
for
capacity
a
right there,
truck that small. Yeah.
dude. It's nothing. That's nothing.
I want this.
Let's see here. We got the.
We know it's not in the USA. Bum,
Hey,
bum, bum.
listen, we might
It's
be
cheap
leaving the
enough if you want
USA.
to ship it.
Dude, we got to figure out the shipping because I think that they'll stop it.
Yeah.
But I think
Times.
that it has a.
The shipping fees are insane.
That Maniwak doesn't like this one.
Worth.
I kind of like this
Worth.
one. I kind of like this one. I'm gonna say. I mean, this is additional to a Sequoia.
Dirty
You know what I
Dan's
mean?
Tacoma driver. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, you're a Tacoma.
Me too.
Maxi.
Tacos.
Let's see here. This is also bullshit. This is a write up from the Wall Street Journal. In both bank runs of March 2023 and the pandemic panic of March 2020, Bitcoin proved to be digital fool's gold, plunging to the first sign of trouble. What kind of garbage is this? Like, are they literally
On what timeline?
It doesn't on their specific timeline. It's bullshit. Look, so this is March 2023 or 2023 is right about God. Where is? I'll pull up just a little bit more data here. We're beyond a year now, so it's time's moving fast. But where we are, where is March? It's right at when we dipped. Is this final dip before we really took
Well,
off?
that's what I'm saying. They're correct. On a short timeline, it might have dipped.
But dude, it's like more than doubled.
I
since
know.
then.
That's what I was saying. On what
And
timeline?
look,
Or
the
time
fool's
frame.
gold. Look at my buying of fool's gold during COVID crash for $5,000. Man, that was just such an idiot move.
But what he's stating is on a short time frame, it did dip, and it was fool's gold in that week period.
yeah, I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
That's
Unless
what
you
I
remove
always
the
say.
hands and then it does nothing.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But
Lieutenant Dan.
they're just how
Oh,
can they
those were
still be
legs.
going after Bitcoin after it doubled? More than doubled within the year. And then sink, what is it? $5,000 to $42,000. That's insane. That's insane growth. While the rest of the world continues to get crushed by inflation, and try to paint this picture that Bitcoin holders are getting screwed. I have been literally mainly only buying the big scary times that this article is highlighting,
Yeah.
and it has literally changed my life. Like I can take care of my kids exponentially better because of taking advantage of the fear that these jackasses are highlighting as to things to keep in mind, and your digital fool's gold will continue to let you down. Just absolute garbage. You know what I mean? And I just get a little bit heated about that because it was calling out the exact time frames that I'm most passionate about, calling for people to get in while the getting was good.
Yeah, it was the best time to buy.
It was. You know what I mean? And no, you have very, very, I get to think at the time, Basement had like 100 live viewers, maybe 50 live viewers at the time. Like we were just getting going.
Yeah.
You know, and then we had a huge influx when people were like, oh my God, are we dead? Are we going to keep dying? And no, we did not die. We're still here. Bitcoin is still making strong moves compared to the rest of the world and the rest of the world market for that matter. We have some stuff on altcoin season, and there's a reason why altcoin season is being looked at as a strong potential of kicking off here very shortly. Bitcoin dominance is basically hanging off a cliff at the moment. The uptrend for Bitcoin dominance looks to be over, and I'd agree with that from Matthew Hyland. We have confirmed lower highs and lower lows. Charted this out in mid-December when the whole platform was extremely bullish on Bitcoin dominance. A breakdown will be that final act. And this is just his previous highlight. Pretty damn accurate. You know, not perfect to the T, but this is his prediction last year on where things would end up being. Kind of the middle point of December. So, you know, great track record on this guy. I really like his info. And he's highlighting something I've been paying attention to as well, is that I felt like that Bitcoin dominance really had its moment, and it was time for Ethereum and the rest of the altcoin markets to take that shine. And what happened when we got the Bitcoin spot ETF? Ethereum pumped like crazy. ETH ripped. You know what I mean?
Is it back down though?
Let's check
That's a
in.
question, not a statement.
Let's check in. I got to check in on old ETH here.
I don't bother looking at that chain, so.
Yeah. Oh God. You don't bother looking at anything else.
I look at a lot of other stuff.
It's still up.
I just have fundamentals, unlike Ethereum.
I know. So $2,500. We're talking middle of December, much different game. We were right around 2,200, 2,100 at the time. He kind of put that call out mid-December. This is playing out how it appears to me. Bitcoin dominance sitting at 49%. And really another thing that I take into account and is also kind of a confluence of data points is the inflows of stable coins, and the buildup of stable coins getting ready to come into the market shows me that our favorite layer ones, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, they're about to have a damn good time. Really the spots that we've fallen to in the flash crash, you know, we can take a look at a couple different graphs to see that. I'll see what I can pull up here on the, maybe I have the ADA chart here. We'll just look at this. This flash crash right here is my signifier at where the strong level of support sits for Cardano at the least. You'll see this similar design on basically the entire crypto market outside of things that have been experiencing just up and to the right action like Celestia or Injective. But even those had, you know, that momentary jackknife down. And I look at that, I see that metric, and I feel like that is like my back the truck up level at this point. So you can apply that same viewpoint.
Do you want to back up the truck when at 25 cents when I told you to?
On I did on other coins. I didn't do it on Cardano.
Would you buy Cardano now?
I bought
is it a good
ICP
time to buy
instead of Cardano.
Uh-oh.
What did I get ICP for?
Wow.
Yeah, you made money.
I bought ICP.
Your kids had a great Christmas.
Okay, listen.
Fine.
That's the
Fine.
deal. I still believe in Cardano.
No, you made a great
Would you
call.
be buying though right now? Cardano.
I would be buying Cardano. If I was newer into the market. Now, if you're well into the market and you already have bags, you might be looking at like Ajax is pretty low on the notice poll right now. I don't think it's going anywhere. And Ben Gertzel, he's like one of the godfathers of AI.
Get that hunt.
The hunt token.
Hunt.
Yes, very good. What was the coin, Hannah? Did you send me the coin? Are you doing that right now?
I sent it to you.
You sent it to me. Hold on. Oh, and I'm pulling this.
Because I was going to pull up a bunch of Degen coins.
Well, we're going there now.
People in the chat, what are you buying? What are you buying?
We're going Degen land on it. I got to check on Trump token
Because I think it was
too.
Blue Punk Rocker who did the whiff move, and then it was somebody else who like just Went straight Degen on Solana after we started.
What is
all
this
that.
DVD on Solana
Yeah.
or on
Yeah.
Radium?
Is this what
Go to,
Hannah tried to buy yesterday?
Yeah, I tried to buy this at 9
so
a.m. yesterday.
Copy the token address and then go to birdeye.so.
Look at that
Bird
chart.
Eye, where do they store that token address?
It's
on
right
here?
there up in the web address.
Oh, okay, yeah. Here we go. Let's see this. You want to go to Bird Eye?
Birdeye.so.
Bird
picky.
Eye. I do like Bird Eye. It's a pretty good.
I mean, it's
platform.
okay. But it's more just there's certain things that are a lot easier to find on this.
Let's see here.
So this is
DVD.
important stuff to look at. If you move my ugly face out of the face.
It's starting to sell right now. Look at that.
Damn.
But so
What is
fully
this?
diluted market cap is 1.5 mil.
Let's see here.
And what were you looking at it? You were looking at what, like
9 a.m. yesterday, she was looking at it.
so,
Wasn't it like way less?
It was a little bit less. What do we got here? So it's this 24th,
I
1900,
mean, you could do the measuring stick.
23, January 23. God, they don't even have data from the 23rd.
There's
It came out
actually
yesterday or the day
that's a
before.
lot of holders, honestly, for that market
Or
cap.
16th, yeah.
To have over 3,000 holders on this, and then it's
I should've
below
bought
a billion. Yeah, you probably should have.
I think you would have like doubled up, maybe tripled up. You were
Yeah.
probably
Well, I
looking
mean,
at around this area.
Grab the measuring and go.
Yeah.
do it.
What is this? Just a meme?
Go look at the second link that I sent
What is
you.
anything? Everything's a
And you'll
meme.
see.
Everything's a
know.
meme. Jesus.
What are people buying?
1,200%.
Pyth,
So if I would have put $100,
H
Yeah, but
bar.
you only put in $20.
I was gonna buy
That's
more.
the thing.
I was gonna
That's the
put.
thing.
That's all that was in my
It
Phantom
would have been a
wallet.
good call. It
But I
would've
was
been.
gonna put
Hey, I
$20,
like
and then
that.
I was gonna buy more, and then I was
She
gonna.
could have had $40 today, though.
She would have 1,200% of $20.
Dude, we need a don't tread on me
So
flag
how much
back
is that?
No, we were not going to talk
here. I need
about
a
it.
don't tread on me flag right here.
Um,
I think I need one. You're right, KO Kev, I do.
wait,
Hannah,
go
you
to the
missed it
website
out.
underneath. The
No, but let's talk about something that someone said. Okay, you would have put what? $20,
Yeah.
$100 into it?
I had $20 Solana in my Phantom wallet at the time, so I was literally gonna like empty all that, and then I was gonna buy more Solana, transfer it, buy more.
Yes. And you keep it in context. When you see these brand new things, you're taking a very small risk, right?
Yes.
It's a high risk token. It's a brand new token. High risk, high reward. We heard that till the cows come home. But keep that in mind, and if you are insane and you throw everything at one of these, more often than not, you're going to get wrecked. But having small plays in a bunch of them very early on, you could see that as a risk worth taking. That's kind of how I view these situations. So I don't want to poo-poo on it. I'm just keeping it in context. And even like moving everything I had in Bitcoin to Chainlink, even though I feel so strong about Chainlink, that was scary, right?
Yeah.
To move all of that and turn into a complete Chainlink maxi for a month or two, like that's a deal. So when you're moving your whole bag around, you have to have extreme conviction in the product. Like that's why ADA is going to turn out well for you, BJ, because you have conviction on the, you know what I mean? Like you don't get shaken out. When you see the big red dips, you're excited. That's the mindset. You need to be excited.
You
that
only
have a
put
better
in
chance.
what you can afford to lose.
Right.
Yep.
So
Well-
if $20 is it, $20. If it's $100,
Well, with inflation,
$100.
I can afford
It
to
was
lose anything.
yeah. Hear me. I was gonna put in $20, but the coin was 0.00004. So that's there you go.
I wonder
Frank's
what
texting me.
Trump token. Who is?
Frank.
Frank. Frankie. Is he
Quite
coming to work out
frankly-
today?
Bro,
Probably not.
I sent him a text. I said, you better get your butt
my
in the gym with us
God.
again, or I'm going to come kick your butt.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to give me excuses.
Oh.
Those calves are going to go, meow,
Bro.
if he doesn't get in the gym.
Yeah,
He's saying he has to get a new inhaler.
I love the
okay,
2-shot
okay.
right here. Y'all look so cute.
That
we
is
do.
pretty
Oh,
We
cool.
Lord.
look cute.
That is cute. And they look ready for war. Holy hell, Trump coin is mooning. Okay, so wow. This is a chaotic win. Speaking of meme coins that are absolute chaos, look at that.
It's at 60 cents.
Dude, we talked about this token like back here. Like at this very first kind of secondary liftoff
So what's funny
point.
is I was saying WIF might be one of the first meme coins to hit $1. This is 60 cents. What's the
Yeah.
market cap on this?
28 mil, bro. It's gonna beat WIF.
It
Ooh.
is.
Oh my god.
Because WIF has to get to $1 billion to be at $1.
This thing wants to do 100 mil. 120 mil. If that would put it over.
That is wild.
Isn't that something? If you type in Biden, I have a kind of a competition here to see who's winning. Biden token comes out as Reptilian Zucker Biden. And this one is close in second. I mean, this is.
Do you think it's a good idea to like put a little fun money in like a Trump coin?
What do you think is going to be dominating the news cycle over the next few years? Right?
Yeah.
It's going to be the elections, whether you're red or blue. You have to acknowledge that the media just cannot quit this stuff.
Oh, do I put some money in one of those?
Dude, I mean,
which one was what was the other one? Trump or Mac? What was it?
All right, so one of them's MAGA, Trump, and then this one is Reptilian Zucker Biden.
No, I would do the other one. I'd do the other one. Go to the other chart real quick. I wasn't looking.
Yeah, let's go back to Trump. I mean, this is the chaos of crypto. I'm here for it, baby. I love it.
That's why you should have your investments and then your play money.
I don't know if I want to.
This would be play money realm for sure.
Damn.
The liquidity still concerns, but people pulling in and out of it. Oh my god, I said
I'm
it
tempted,
again.
but I hate that.
I see it every day.
I hate buying when it's just no.
Why do I say pulling in and out or pulling out so often?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because you're terrible at it. You have like 10 children.
It's very misleading. It's
That's
misleading.
something I would have said.
It is very misleading. He's got a point, unbelievable.
What's that whiff chart look like?
Oh yeah, let's check out whiff.
Is
We're
it
just-
smart? No,
let's
it's
go to
never
Bird Eye.
smart.
This is just where degeneracy lives. This is like the end of the show. We just have to.
This is what you do with your play money, Monopoly money.
Oh my, hold on, what is going on here, BJ?
I don't even see the chart.
Yeah.
What is this green? Is that where that guy tried to sell like tons of it or something? What was this green candle? You see this?
Good God.
It's waking. How much? Are you a millionaire now?
No.
Why don't you sell?
I have.
He's doing pretty good.
Holy crap. Is that
wow.
dog with hat?
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do with your
He
profits?
just showed me his
BJ?
portfolio.
Hold till zero?
I swear, you have the best luck when it comes to this crap.
That accumulator got into MAGA at about 1,000 MAGA at 17 cents. Shout out.
Yeah, what's the other one? Look up Bong.
Bong. Okay.
Yeah.
God, we got a couple people that are doing well. Ryan, I hope you're sitting pretty with it, man. Yeah, this is the chaos of
People in the chat, should I buy some of the MAGA Trump coin?
Yes.
Dude,
Should
Should I do it?
Let
And
him
we'll
know.
put $20 in. I'll put, I don't know
Oh,
yet.
dude, I think the whiff
How
chart
much,
looks better
Jared?
than Miro. I
don't
mean,
know.
Miro's having kind of a bit of a
Hold
comeback.
on. I
But
gotta
yeah,
see
Bong.
this. Where's Jesus at? Jesus always comes back, just so you know. This is on Solana. This is a different one.
Yep.
What was the other token I was going to look at?
Bong.
Bong. Okay.
On Solana.
Yeah.
Bong. Wow.
It's
We're
brother of Bonk.
brother.
I
of
mean, the
Bong.
one that was ripping the other night was Taylor Swift's cat.
Bong is
This
down.
one- Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's.
I could see that ticker coming back though.
You could. Is there a good community about it? Is it real people or is it just straight bots? That's the question.
I mean, no, I don't know. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I could see the 4 letters.
Bong.
Yeah, like eventually.
Like maybe it'll have its major pump on 420.
Yeah, like something. I could see something happen.
Yeah, but it's
All we need is a little
brother of
community
Bong.
engagement on Twitter. Come on, baby, Bong.
Yeah. And I think it's like honestly, I see these tokens. I know that the Biden and Trump tokens, I call them out. There's a reason why I don't hammer into these things and make money off of talking about them every day,
you're
though.
scared.
No, it's because I'm not a jackass. It's because I don't want to pump my own bags with this position of conversation and news that I
I
have.
single-handedly pumped whiff.
No, you
I mean,
didn't.
I obviously was able to convince over $300 million worth of it.
Oh my god!
Not at all. Like, not the fucking slightest.
Me and C90 are on the same page.
What?
Oh my god!
We're on the same wavelength.
Okay, where's C90? I gotta see
Because
this.
Aaron, my vote is no. If you want to put casino money, go for it to have fun ride. But you could also toss it into some sub 1,000 token that have a chance.
Yeah. Like I
That's
feel
what we're doing.
Like DAG, I feel like DAG, Constellation DAG is still very viable. It's at like 5 cents right now. That's my deep like pick that I've been sticking with. Doubled up since I started talking about it. Still building. They're still working with the gov. Render, another one, but let's see here. Solidify. Correct.
Yeah, there's some Degen plays
Correct.
here. We're in the freaking basement.
Correct.
That's all we got the coats on. It's freezing.
I don't respect people that do that, man. Like it just, I'm here to deliver honest news and to give. Like I wish when I was coming up in the last bull market that I had someone that didn't have any sort of
agenda
behind
Period.
what, right? Like they were just giving you honest news, FUD in their own bags. I love FUD in my own bags. I love questioning the things that I hold.
I funded the shit out of Cardano on
I know.
the show.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
It's really healthy, We are going to start going paintballing very soon as well. And there is nothing more healthy than being dusted by a 12-year-old and
Crop dusted?
No, dusted on the battlefield.
Speaking of crop
And
dusted.
then you realize that, my God, I got to practice pie corn. Did you just actually fart?
Bro,
What?
I felt
my
that.
God.
What? No, you didn't.
This is nice.
There's no proof that you felt that flatulence.
Okay, next.
All right.
Next one here.
We
I got
have
you.
some good signs for humanity coming out. San Francisco Walgreens has now introduced a new frequent looter rewards punch card. So
Definitely not photoshopped.
you can take advantage of this in your local San Francisco jurisdiction where it's literally legal to steal from Walgreens and illegal to call it out. Of course, this is satire from the Babylon Bee, but I absolutely love them. This is a problem that is continuing to plague basically city centers, and you will see more and more brick and mortar.
They're going out of
locations.
business.
They're going out of business.
They're going out of business because
Exactly.
people keep looting them.
Exactly. And that actually, one of Target's main losses, or like something that they lose the most amount of money on, is shoplifting. They lose a lot of money.
Apparently they go after toothpaste and stuff the most.
Toothpaste?
And they resell it. Yes. Like on the streets or whatever. They bring it to places. But I remember going to some cities when I was traveling around and I went into Target to get deodorant and it was in a cage. I was like,
Oh
what?
my gosh.
Deodorant. Yeah. They're buying like deodorant, toothpaste, or not buying. They're stealing those type of things and then reselling them.
But you do agree if you see somebody stealing diapers or baby formula, you didn't.
We saw the baby formula shortage. I saw the government steal it and put it in warehouses and not release it to the logistics
Although I don't like
system.
baby formula because we can go down a whole rabbit hole. with
Breast milk is where it's at for kids.
Breast milk.
That's the OG stuff. You know what I mean? As gross as it is, it's the superfood for children. It's what babies need, man.
Magic.
Yeah, it is magic. Like Mad Max when that overlord was like just producing breast milk in mass. I don't want to go there, but I went there already, so we're there. Yeah, it's a good substance. Don't discount the power that the female bring to literally every aspect of humanity and the growing of children.
Something about DAG news?
Yeah, saying that there's a 17 hours ago, DAG News, Drew, my friend, just let you know. Tag me on Twitter. I honestly, all the airdrop stuff it seems so scammy to me. I get inundated with scam accounts trying to say there's an airdrop for this token or that. It's all kind of I've kind of learned to block out the noise just so I don't get hacked. Security is a main point of not only the use case in crypto, but also something I've learned from being in crypto. Obviously, Chainlink sees this as well. Since the start of 2024, the industry has experienced 2 significant cross-chain hacks, resulting in $90 million in losses. While there's been a recent surge in interest in our industry around RWAs and tokenization, the only way that we will bring financial institutions on-chain and scale these digital assets to the mainstream is by taking a security-first approach to eliminate incidents like we saw today. All Chainlink services have been architected. Is that an actual word? Is that real word, VJ?
Don't ask, man.
Yeah, that doesn't feel
Doesn't
right.
have the red line underneath it.
From the ground up. We need to look this up. I need to look this up. Hold on. I need to see if someone's fat fingering over there at Coinbase. This is going to be bearish. Okay, no, it's past tense. Fair enough. Where did it go? I had to do it. I had to look. From the ground up to provide cryptographic guarantees and defense in-depth protections that brought users of the industry to us in the first place, CCIP is the only cross-chain solution that has reached the 5th and highest level of cross-chain security and is actively meeting strict enterprise-grade requirements. Now, the reason why I bring this up kind of right now on the thoughts of DAG additionally is trying to become that industry standard for data security. And that's why I liked it. That's why I was bullish on it. But also seeing this focus come from my largest holding and the project that I've felt really the most excited about the entire time I've been in crypto. Chainlink, thinking about the potential of what an oracle that plugs into Web 2 and Web 3 in real-time data feeds and how important that is for what we're trying to accomplish has always been on the back of my mind. So I do want to highlight that, we want to build this gargantuan infrastructure of layer ones communicating with each other, but we have to crawl before we can walk. We have to build the data infrastructure and the security around it to begin with. We are in the middle of World War III. We have nation states trying to arbitrage each other, not only on trade and military side, but on the data side. I'd say they're going after each other's data more so than anything at this point. So as we watch projects that are trying to have a focus on that, I would give that a lot of weight and make sure to pay attention to make sure that they're doing so, because bridges are basically where majority of the hacks happened in the last cycle. Pyth, I have continuously been looking at that. Let's see where Pyth token price is.
killer.
I know they talk about as the chain link killer. It's been rumored.
Rumor
let's
has
see
it.
here. It's up 38%. That's a good song.
I'm incredible at singing.
Rumor has it, he's the one I'm leaving you
Is there
for.
really a Chick-fil-A coin?
No, God, don't say that. I'm sure there is.
Can you buy and sell it on Sunday though?
No.
Aaron is on fire.
Got it.
Ow.
Probably not. Honestly, that would be against company code. Now, Pyth waking back up, looking a little bit more healthy. I'd expect a little bit more chop and hesitation in this realm. So now we're not falling flat off a cliff. I checked in on this thing when it was in the doldrums, and I did want to see some stair steppers of support built. It looks like that's what we're having happen on this project. Now I can turn a little bit more extra bullish on it, because I do like healthy competition against Chainlink. I think that data aggregation is going to be one of the main things that gets that real world utility, and real world assets are eating ISO 2022's lunch every day as these systems get actually integrated into society and our institutions at large, while XRP sits on the sidelines waiting for the plumbing of the United States monetary system to just be handed over to a private company that's not named the Federal Reserve. And that's just not reasonable. But I do think that XRP is going to pump a little bit, but will it ever hit $3? That's the grand question. I don't know. What do you think, Hannah? Is XRP going to hit $3 in the next bull run?
I'm gonna say yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I just made a short about Brad Garlinghouse. He was talking about the IPO, Ripple IPO, and he is so done with Gary Gensler. He hates Gary Gensler.
Yeah.
And he's like tweeting about it too, and that's kind of entertaining. I like Brad. I mean,
You like Brad?
I don't know if I obviously don't love the ideals behind XRP, but
I wouldn't hang out with Brad.
really,
No. It's too pompous. Too
I feel
pompous.
like-
And David Schwartz can kiss my ass.
Whoa.
The CTO, total prick. You know what? May I forget you were ever my countryman. You complete dork. BJ.
Wow.
Complete dork, and then hey BJ. That wasn't subtle.
Is XRP going to hit $3 in the next bull market?
I don't like to talk about XRP.
Do you think Brad's conspiring against us?
Is this a sham?
What's the market cap for it to hit $3?
Let's do the moon math.
I don't think it's too insane.
Let's do the moon math.
BitcoinPerspective.com.
Gary's term ends June 5th, 2026. What if
On my birthday?
Gary's out of office, we get a Ripple IPO, what's the price prediction for
I think people are going to
XRP?
want the IPO over the token.
Is the token going to drop if we get an IPO?
I think the token will drop when the IPO is released. Yes, I do feel that way. I think there's going to be buying pressure on the IPO in this, TradFi form rather than XRP in its crypto form. It spent years fighting for its right to exist as a crypto. This coin perspective isn't pulling up right now, but just look, let's go to coin market cap and look at the history.
It's not pulling up, or you just typed it wrong?
No, it's not pulling up. It's been spinning on me. Look, it just sits there spinning.
Interesting.
Let's see here. We'll go to the all time. We got the market cap. All right. So market cap topped out really strongly. Okay, let's keep this in context. This is 2017. This thing hit market cap of $117 billion.
That's fucking nuts.
That is insane. Okay. So now we get the context of wow.
What was
Why
the
was
price
Drew
of
so
it?
interested? Why I saw that
278.
candle and this
278?
amount of market cap movement. And I was like, dude, this thing's going to take over everything.
What's
right?
what's the market cap right now?
Market cap right now is at $31 billion. That is pretty large.
Can you go to the
That's
price
a
chart?
big, what's that?
Can you go to the price chart?
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
basically the same, but the price tapped out right at $3 when he hit that $100 billion, $110 billion level on the market cap. Then you're dealing with the SEC going after XRP as being a security. and this was its pathetic bull market experience during the 2021 realm. Tapped out at $1.80. The market cap peaked at, I mean, still strong. All right. So to get $1.80, it hit 78 bill. So you see that the inflation rate having a hard time. Yes, it coincides and it looks similar, but the market cap performance of this first peak compared to the second peak was still very strong, and yet the result was only $1.20 or $1.80. So not really what you're looking for, because that $1.80 level, this was market cap still at $78 billion. So now we go to today. I'm not discounting XRP accomplishing $100 billion market cap, but my God, at the rate that they've been printing, it will literally, it's going to hit $1. And that sucks.
That's all.
That sucks. If it hits $1 billion and it reaches $1 per token,
so what you're
how
saying
pissed are people going to be?
It's not going to 589?
It's not going to $589.
Dang it!
Are you saying $1 billion or $1 trillion? You keep saying $1 billion.
$1 billion. Or if it goes, so if it hits $1 per token, its market cap would be reclaiming the $100 billion.
Okay, yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So $100 billion to accomplish for a crypto, that's a pretty big feat, even in a very bullish Bitcoin ETF, spot ETF environment. Because I've been reiterating the top 10, they're going to be made up of, 200 billion, maybe 150 billion. So let's say it lands in the top 10, it's $1 a token, and it's got maybe $1.50 a token and $150 billion market cap. Fuck, I feel that is just not well. That's not
Not
great.
a fan.
Not a fan. That's why. Now you guys see why,
Does not spark joy.
it doesn't spark joy. It's been inflated high enough. The price action is really not there for me anymore. Yeah, it's got a gradual higher high, but
You still hold some though, right? Or no?
I still hold some.
I have some too. I hope for $3.
I still
That's
hold a
what
few
I feel
thousand
like.
of them.
Okay, all right, like that's good to know. See, EduVid said XRP is the boring project right now, anyway,
Yeah.
that nobody will pay attention to when it pumps. It seems to happen with a lot of older coins. That's my thing. Is
Yeah.
when everybody's talking crap about it, like that's when you need to hone in.
And this situation for XRP, what I'm in, maybe the time in the markets where I win on this, because I got it for 17 cents.
Right.
So if it does go to $1, I still don't hate that.
You're winning
You know
either
what I
way,
mean?
but is ADA the better investment?
Dude, I think ADA is a better investment. Yes, I would say that right now. But I think that's all the time we got. We got to go do some squatting. I got to go squat. I got to get my
Some squatty potty.
shit ready, but we're going to go knock it out.
When the live stream ends, leave a comment on this video of what you're buying right now. I want to
Yes.
know.
Yes.
What should I be buying? I don't know.
Let
Trump
us know.
coin?
He's going to watch.
Don't know.
He's going to find out. Let him
Jesus
know.
coin?
Let us know.
I don't know.
Oh,
See
we
you
were
guys.
missing Meanless today.
We're taking off.
Bye.